Good morning. Good morning. My name is Stephanie. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. We're diving into the book. So, as you're tuning in, I'd love to know, why don't you tell me this? Are you watching live? Post a 1 below, or replay? Post a 2. All right. How are you doing? So we are going to dive into the book. It's actually a short chapter today. So I want to recap what we've read so far today. So if you are not familiar, we have been going through a book every morning. Now, normally, I'd be going through it earlier. Our girls have volleyball, and we just have different things to get to in the mornings. I just got back from dropping them off. And it is a great day. I just am thankful. If any of you saw, so a lot of this has to do with mindset, right? And if you are brand new, I'd love for you to post new below. But a lot of people underestimate the power of your mindset. If you watch my stories from yesterday, or if you didn't, you should go watch them. Because my husband and I have been taking part in different things for the last couple days. So we did an Upgrade Your Marriage event. And then my husband did an Upgrade Your Human, like your body, yesterday. And today is going to be Upgrade Your Business. Meeting with some incredible people. And yesterday, I did not participate in Upgrade Your Human, mainly because I wanted to grab our kids, because I just got back from camp. But man, what they did was unbelievable and nothing short of mindset. So you should go watch the stories, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook. My husband walks you through what they did. And I kept saying, babe, there's no way I could do that. And he was like, you just do it. Like, you just do it. And I was like, he goes, you coach people on mindset. It's a mindset thing. So it was pretty incredible to see what they did. It was fun to watch. Super proud of them. But a lot of the books that we have been reading, if you're brand new, we're going through a book every morning. So we're going through Winning the War in Your Mind. We've gone through lots of books like Atomic Habits. It's incredible. Or The Miracle Morning, I think is super powerful. We've gone through Rain or Shine. And then, The Traveler's Gift, Perspective on Life. And so this chapter is super short. But basically for the last couple chapters, he's talking about reframing your mind, right? And all of the books are similar. They talk about just kind of the ruts that people get in. He says it's biblical and scientific. It talks about how when you do things for so long, you create a habit, right? Things you don't think about. You don't have to tell yourself when you get in the shower to do all of the shower things. You just do it. You probably don't have to tell yourself, I have to take a left at the stop sign to get to work, because you just do it. There's things that you just do automatically. And then he talks about different things like why you think a certain way, or why do you believe certain things, how you try to control certain situations, and reframing, like going back and going, I need to reframe those past situations because maybe I blamed, shamed, or justified somebody else. I don't know why it happened, so I'm holding it. I'm just living in that moment. So basically, he talks about living in moments. In chapter 8, he says, what God didn't do. And so he shares, Pastor Craig Groeschel shares a ton of stories. But basically, he says, we need to unfreeze our frames. We need to go back and rewrite the narrative that we have been telling ourselves. So maybe you think of things in the past like, if I would have done that, I would be better off today. If I wouldn't have got hurt in that sport, I could have been a professional. He talks about that. His dad was a professional baseball player. He was supposed to be a professional baseball player. Excuse me. And what happened was he got too big of an ego, tried a pitch that was meant for professionals, and it crushed his hand, like broke his hand. And he talked about how he walked through and he blamed God. He was like, I was supposed to be a professional baseball player. But in reality, where he is today, he can look back and he can go, I actually wasn't meant to, because if I would have been a pro ball player, things might not have worked out to where they are today. He ended up being a great tennis player. He ended up going to a great school. And so he shares his story. And so he says, oftentimes where we are today in our mindset in our life, it can be good or bad, but it might stem from a situation in the past that keeps you in bondage or keeps you like blaming your past or blaming people or blaming situations when in reality, probably had to happen that way, whether by choice or he talks about how as an adult you can look back. So try to think of this. Silly things, right? Like maybe you were dating somebody in high school and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to marry that person, and you didn't. And now you're like, thank you, Jesus, you didn't answer that prayer, right? Or anything like that. He just says, all I want you to do is think back to the things that you maybe thought you were supposed to do, and then look at where you are today, right? So he tells a ton of stories and basically just talks about a paradigm shift. And he says, think about some of the worst circumstances that you've had to go through. You never would have chose them, and maybe you pray God would pulled you out of them. But you did. But didn't they help you grow in ways that they are crucial to who you are today? Some things are hard, right? This book gets super deep. So you might be going, I just came here for a keto recipe. I truly believe that where people are today, if they're feeling stuck or if they're feeling like they just can't get their health under control or whatever the case may be, they're living in the past from something they're blaming their circumstances, blaming their environment, blaming their spouse, blaming their family, blaming their upbringing. Maybe they feel some type of shame. They're justifying. And if you can get it out of here and realize, guess what? I can take control today of my life. I can draw a line in the sand and going, I'm not that person anymore. I've made it through all of the hard things. I'm going to have more challenges in the future, and I'm going to make them through it. I'm going to make it through it. But I'm going to do it differently because I've got my mindset. I'm going to read. I'm going to listen to people that inspire me. I'm going to fuel my mind as well as my body. And so I hope this is helping you. I really, truly believe the power of reading and looking at who you surround yourself with. Mindset is everything, really. And if you're not in the right frame of mind, then guess what? You're going to be going in circles probably for the rest of your life. So, isn't that positive? On a positive note, it's a great book. We're going to be going through, I'm going to take a picture of it as soon as I'm done. I usually sit down and then I'm like, where are all my books? I'm going to go take a picture of the book we're going to start in September. I'll put it on my stories. Go check it out. I'll also do a swipe up feature so you can go to her website, the authors. I have nothing to do with it. I prefer to buy books directly from the author if we can. It supports them. So I'm going to give you the swipe up option so you can buy it from her. And I would love to answer any questions you have. So hopefully this is helpful. Continue to tune in every morning. I am really going to try to do them by 7 or 7:30 so that you don't, I don't know if some of you are at work. Probably. School is starting around the corner. We don't start till September. A lot of you have already started. You're amazing. I'm not ready yet. But plus we live in Minnesota. So we still have summer because our summer is very important to us because as soon as it gets cold and as soon as the snow falls, it's here until March. No joke. So I appreciate you all. Reach out with any questions you have. I hope you have an incredible day and we'll talk to you soon. Oh.